Dramatic developments in the Russia-Ukrainian conflict over the weekend. Ukraine's President Zelensky agreeing to meet with Russian leadership today as Russia's President Putin puts his nuclear forces on high alert. Joining us to break things down is Rhode Island Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. Senator Whitehouse, thank you for being with us. And we know, of course, President Biden, other G7 countries are imposing sanctions on Russia. They say there is more to come. You've said you wish that this would have happened sooner. What more needs to be done, in your opinion, to stop Russia?
Well, I think they're continuing to dial up the sanctions. We're now at a sanctions level that is unprecedented and has received support from the European Union that was unexpected. And we've also amped up not just the sanctions, but the sanctions enforcement with a lot of strong language about going after oligarchs' yachts, going after oligarchs' mansions, selling off their artworks to raise money for Ukrainian relief. I think those are terrific ideas, and they put pressure on the corrupt oligarchs that support Putin and the Russia regime.
And among some of those enforcements, we know the White House announced on Saturday it is going to joining Western allies, taking Russian banks out of the SWIFT program. Tell us what that is and what the impact will likely be.
That's the program that allows Russian banks to communicate with the financial system and exchange funds with the financial system of the world so that you don't have to show up at a bank in Russia with a bag of rubles in order to make a deposit or to make a withdrawal. When you limit that ability, you really isolate them from the world system, and it puts enormous pressure on both Russia and the businesses of Russia that use the banking system. So it's a very powerful sanction.
Yeah, financial and sanctions on Russia. We're obviously imposing those right now and continuing to do so, but we're also giving aid to Ukraine. Right now, about $350 million, including armor and munitions, body armor, even missiles. Are you satisfied with the support we're sending them? Could we be doing more?
Yeah, I think it's great. And I think not only the United States, but the European Union all pulling together to help has been remarkable. If there was one goal that Putin had, in addition to trying to seize power in Ukraine, it's to crack the Atlantic Alliance. And what he's seen is the exact opposite. The Atlantic Alliance is now stronger than ever, and countries that he never expected to sanction him or to provide military supplies to Ukraine are energetically doing that. It's been a real turnabout for Vladimir Putin.
I want to turn now to the Supreme Court. President Biden's historic nominee. She would be the first black Supreme Court judge, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. What do you expect or anticipate in terms of confirmation hearings? Do you think things will go smoothly?
I expect things will go fairly smoothly. I think we're going to be putting less time pressure on the Senate than the Republicans did for Judge Barrett. I do think that we'll try to get this done, as the chairman has said, in early April, which I think gives everybody plenty of time, particularly considering the fact that she's been confirmed twice by the Senate, including quite recently, and with Republican Senate support, in addition to support from Republican judges who she has interned and clerked for, like Rhode Island's own Judge Bruce Celia, who gives her very, very high marks.
And finally, Senator, we're going to be hearing from President Biden, his State of the Union address tomorrow evening. His approval rating right now hovering around 40%. What do you think we're going to hear from him tomorrow in terms of leadership and, of course, dealing with this worldwide crisis, the pandemic? A lot at stake here for him. What are you anticipating tomorrow?
Well, I think first a salute to the guts and grit of the Ukrainian people, from the president to the mayors, to the military, right down to ordinary Ukrainian citizens. They've been an inspiration to the world. And then also continued support and the strength of the Atlantic Alliance that showed itself through all this, and American leadership in making sure that that Atlantic Alliance held. I think we'll see good reports on the fundamentals of the economy, with continued efforts to make sure that corporate profiteering and supply chain problems don't drive inflation further. And then I think there'll be some other interesting topics. I think he'll focus more on climate change, and I think he'll focus more on dark money and the corruption that is infiltrating our political system.
These are certainly busy times. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, we thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.